He's their third CEO. Bill Gates, who founded the company. Bill Gates chose a successor. He was chosen by the board. Practical process to transform a company. First thing you do, please reduce the complexity. It'll speed up your transformation process and allow higher probability that it'll actually work in your lifetime. Start with the organization. So the dual career path was one very important thing. It basically reduces the levels in the company. Because when I separate into managerial and technical, the communication for processes and most policies is done through the managerial rank. Right? So I go from, say, 12 to 6 layers. It's much easier to send the message throughout the organization. Right? And especially as a young employee, if you have a manager who's been screened, who's only focused and well-trained on career development and succession planning, you should feel much more comfortable in that environment. Again, technology is last. You can just pay money and change it out. I just choose not to renew a contract, right? And the problem is solved. There's some real practical reasons for doing this. But in the next normal, where there's a lot of chaos and unpredictability, and things change really fast, there's an advantage to speed. And speed combined with some level of accuracy. It doesn't have to be 100%. If you're in the high 70s, low 80s, it's probably worth taking a chance on. Because this is what's going to end up giving you your structural advantages over time. Just a fundamental example on selling products, the number of SKUs. You don't have enough SKUs, you don't reach enough customer base. You have too many SKUs, you have a complicated and expensive supply chain, and you confuse your customers. Right? In case you're allergic to math, this hopefully makes it simple. The complexity grows logarithmically, right? As the boss, it's always easy, yeah, do this. But they don't actually do the work, right? And the people who have to do the work, this is a nightmare, right? And there's a lot of risk to this, right? And not just for the people doing the work, the people who have to audit, right? The HR, the people you have to train, all these different processes and possibilities, it's a nightmare, right? And it doesn't add economic value in most cases. Familiar with a company called Cisco? Anyone use the internet?
In 2000, Cisco used to be like highest value, one of the highest value.
Correct.
Yeah, US stock. 20 years ago.
So their CEO at the time, very forward-thinking, very innovative, decided he had to improve diversity. Knew he had to get rid of silos to create more innovation, better products. First thing, right, as a leader, know what you don't know. Just because you're the boss doesn't make you the subject matter expert on everything. Right? The great companies, you need a strong culture behind it to sustain. Took him 5 years, but he was the chief strategist in all kinds of problems. When he woke up one day, actually after he came to Korea and visited us in that time period, "15, 20 years later, still the golden rule. Came in the office one day, just like Samsung chairman, quality is it, I don't care if you produce nothing, fix the problem, we're going to collaborate. Had about 15% turnover in the top ranks. You never hear a CEO say that in a traditional company in Taiwan, but it's correct. As things change, as things get more complicated, when you try to enter a new business field or try operating in new countries, the team that got you there may not be the team that can take you to the next level. So sometimes we have to change people out or move them aside or reduce their authority. It may not be pleasant, but if you want the company to survive, it's necessary. The LG case, our case, we can't hire 20 or 40,000 people and not make a mistake, right? It's not possible 20,000 people, none of them lose their motivation or purpose as they get older, right? The key takeaway is, number one, leadership style here. Good thing we don't have it in our company. This command and control stuff, you want to manage young people, forget about it. You'll have nobody working for you. So he changed his own leadership style first, then asked his management team to change. The ones that couldn't, goodbye. It's 8 people. Cisco in the tech world is in the most competitive, fast-changing tech area. They've been on top for a generation, 25 years plus. This is living proof, putting the right people in the right seats works. Just in case you want a free Chinese lesson or concepts easier in Mandarin. So I couldn't find the updated slide like this, but 2022, one of the top companies, and for women in Asia, India, US. Last year, top 3 globally, and that means top 3 in at least 15 different countries. So this is not a US-centric or a Taiwan-centric or a UK or a German, Canada-centric survey. This is global. So good policies can work in different cultures. Right? So we say, think globally, but act locally. You stay in a hotel, the old days they give you a bathrobe for free, but only one, right? We call it one size fits all. I've never met a person that the thing actually fit, right? Now maybe the intention was, it doesn't fit anybody, nobody will use it, I never have to pay to clean it, right? And nobody will steal it, right? Nowadays you go, there's normally 2 different sizes, right? It's a little discriminatory, ostensibly one's for male, one's for female, but at least if you put 2 or 3, it might fit somebody, right? But to stay top ranked for over 25 years says something, not about the people, about the system. Right? That's a company where HR has a seat on the C-suite level, right? And from the digital side, because what they make and what they do, very data focused. So it's not one leader's opinion, oh, this is better than that, right? They survey their employees continuously. Right? The HR team is always traveling, visiting the different sites. And I check to make sure that collaboration, communication, everything is good. Right? And they're very good at localizing their operations.